Hello, kit heads. You may have forgotten who we are, but we are talking kit. And we're back in the rank bank. Yes, we are back for another full kit rankers episode. It's been a little minute, but now we are back. And I've got a fresh new line. I say fresh new lineup. Two are returning. Been here too many times, if anything. But we have got a newbie here with us for this episode. And I'm looking forward to being back. We are in the middle, bang smack in the middle of the Euros. So it made sense to do an episode on kits we've seen worn at the Euros. Had to be kits we've seen on pitch at the Euros. So sorry anyone who's here for the England away shirt. That's not going to be seen in this episode, I'm afraid. So if that's the reason why you've clicked on the video, fuck off, innit? It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm not bothered. It's all right. It is what it is. I'm, of course, Double A. And you may see I'm missing no Kit Kingdom, no GK Sean, and no, who is the other person? Jay, obviously. Yeah, Jay. No, Jay as well. It's been that long. I forgot who's on the fucking show. I'll be honest with you. So they're not here. So some would say I've gone and replaced them with the new transfer. You know, in the transfer market, I've gone and sorted myself out some starters. I've benched the old starters, and we've got some absolute worldies. Let me say, some of them play like they rank kits. Let me tell you, absolutely fantastic. So we have obviously returning, but I don't even know how many times he's been on this channel now. He's been on a fair few. Obviously, it's Dan. Shirt hits the fan. How are you doing, my brother? How is everything? How are you going? Been a little. I say it's been a little while. Been a few weeks since we've seen each other, but
mate, I'm going well, and it's hard to. I can't not look at you and not imagine you drowned in an XXL.
Oh man,
Dead stock Umbro.
You did me dirty there. I'll be honest with you. 5'6". Turn up thinking, oh, I can't wait for this kit. Yeah, like wearing my dad's shirt. You know what I mean?
Is that 5'6" at a Cuban heel?
It might be, yeah. I'm a big fan of Prince, so it might be, yeah. Thanks for it, yeah. No, mate, but I say that, but I'm glad them shorts weren't the shorts you were wearing. Although I don't think I could pull them off as well as you did.
And pull them off it's another word for it.
You did pull them off as well. That's the word.
Yeah, literally pulled them off.
I think we'll overlay it on screen. I think we have to see that on for the episode. It can't go missed on that one, mate, because it was fantastic. Obviously, we're talking about Shirts v Boots 4, which we was all present at, and it's sort of a reunion of team shirts. We'll have a quick word on that, mate, because obviously I've not spoken to you really much after it, but how do you think it went? Was it everything you dreamed for and more? Did you love every single second?
I loved everything. Right, other than the score, go on and check it out on that YouTube. But other than the drubbing we received, I have to say there is some serious financial regulatory, investigations going on for the shirts, for the boots ringers rather. Both who used to play professional standard football. Turns out they both won the game for them. So other than the massive investigation that's going to, it might be a case if they get some sort of like handicap or like points docked after this. But in terms of the weekend, it's brilliant. Everyone was absolutely class. It's just the most fun weekend going, and this one was, for me, it was by far the best. It had everything going. It was just class, absolute class.
I'll put that down to me being there, but I'm guessing it's probably not the case. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Our number one for team shirts, again, returning to the channel. Always good to have him here. Fills my heart with joy. It is obviously Al Shaw Shirts. Like I say, our number one keeper. How we doing, mate? How's everything?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. All good. Just living life, enjoying my time at Shirts v Boots. Apart from the score, obviously. Honoured to have got the Man of the Match award, which is by the place upstairs now. And it's just such a brilliant event. Wherever the next one may be it on these shows or others. Just people just get involved. It's such a fantastic thing. Dan, bless him, put so much work into it. I know he's a very modest man when it comes to his efforts with putting these things on, but these things take some organising. So, mate, it was genuinely, again, an absolute pleasure to play. And thank you for getting the guys together to give it another bash.
Oh, mate,
Absolutely.
stuff about the boys. So, no, thank you very much. Good to see you. Good to see you, keeper.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, not faked injury this time with that, that cancer injury you said you had. So.
Try not to. You can only say it so many times, and people get sick of hearing about it. So.
No, really did string it out, didn't you, mate?
Well, I'll show me Scar again if you want.
Hey, there's an offer you can't refuse, man. Offer you can't refuse, mate. And last but not least, our fourth ranker on screen for you is photographer extraordinaire for Shirts v Boots as well. I mean, it got everyone in the right angles. Do you know what I mean? And some great pictures of everyone. It's obviously HP Shirts. Harry, first time on the channel, mate. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for joining us. First person to say they want to come on as well, which always helps. How you doing, mate? Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm doing very well. All the better for seeing all you lovely lot, and I'm excited to rank some kits.
To get your rank on, mate. That's all good. That's what we encourage. That's what we like down here in the rank bank. Of course, we have a fifth ranker. We've got another regular to the show, to the channel. It is Chris Chat's shirt. He's ranked off screen, and I'll be going through what he said about each shirt, which we do for the off screen ranker as well. So yes, obviously with the Euros, like I have said, it is shirts worn in the Euros. And what I've done, I've been fair this week. I've not just picked 5 that I love. We've all picked a shirt each that we've liked. Al unfortunately had to pick his second choice because someone picked a shirt that he already wanted. But I knew that would happen at one point, but at least only it was one shirt this time. So I mean, we'll get into the kits in a minute, but it's worth, as it is the Euros, we might as well talk. How's everyone found the Euros? Is everyone enjoying it? I think there's been a bit of, I think Twitter have gone mad for it and saying it's one of the best ever. But do you think, how have you seen it in terms of the football? And then we'll talk about the kits as well, I guess. But have you enjoyed this tournament? Have you been enthralled by it, or has it been a bit like England, a bit shit?
I keep missing all the really good games. Go load up Twitter and it's like, oh my god, have you been watching this? And it's like, no, I'm working because these bloody 2:00 kickoffs. I missed all the good group games and then I watch all the stinkers.
Right, yeah, you've been unlucky to catch a stinker. I've got to be honest. I reckon there's only been about 5 games that are a bit low grade.
I think they've all been shit in the second round. They've been terrible so far. I think there's been a couple have been all right, but more often than not, they've stunk. You know, you think Portugal, England, France earlier on have all stunk out the gaff. And I think, for me personally, it's not necessarily the big teams playing each other. You think Netherlands and France was absolutely terrible. It's been the minnows, the teams you wouldn't expect. You know, your Georgias, Switzerland have been great. Austria have been fantastic as well. Al, how have you seen it, mate? Obviously, supporting England, you kind of have that English cap on. But in terms of the other teams, who's kind of surprised you? Who have you been looking out for and stuff like that?
I've really enjoyed. I mean, I really enjoyed the expansion of the tournament to give those teams who might not necessarily get a chance to be there. I mean, I remember my first tournament when I was a kid. I watched Euro '88, so all down, and there was 8 teams. It's 8 teams, and it was harder to get into a Euros than it was to get into a World Cup. So now to see it at 24 is like unfathomable. But it's given those teams a chance to come and properly have a go. Love watching Georgia. Just Kvaratskhelia is my new favourite player. I just think, I know his dribbling stats are crackers with how many he attempts, but just those sorts of teams I've been impressed with. Yeah, Georgia. I've been impressed with Switzerland. I think they've got kind of a lot better team when you see them in action. Yeah. A lot of people give them credit for, and I think they will cause us a hell of a lot of problems. All the big teams have been really disappointing, apart from Spain, who look ominously good. But even that game against Georgia, another chance Georgia's way, and the difference between us and Spain was Spain got 2-1 and went for 3-1. They got 4, but we get 2-1, and we seem to want to stick at 2-1. So I think there's still some giants to wake up, but I've been really pleased just to see those teams on a big stage. You think, right, we're here for a good time, and let's give it a bash. So yeah, really pleased. It's obviously there's a lot of good European footballers, and I think when you club them all together in a team, there are a lot of good teams out there. Obviously, as we record this now, we are sadly watching Cristiano Ronaldo's final demise. Maybe nudge, nudge.
Final nail in the coffin.
Unless he does something else that we don't know about. I personally so far, England shades off. I've really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. And I will get into the kits. For me personally, I have to say, I think it's one of the worst tournaments for kits overall for a while. Personally, how have you all seen it? Do you agree? Is there anything massively that stood out? You don't have to talk about the shirt you've picked, but what's your overall feelings on the kits this year in terms of who's had the best, who's had the worst, and what do you think could have been better? I guess.
Mate,
Harry, start with you.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, Dan, you go, Dan. It's fine if you want to jump in.
Oh God, mate, collars.
Collars.
What's going on? What's going on? Collar world. Is it just throw some spaghetti at a wall and then just make it out of fabric? Is that how we're doing collars these days? Is everyone pissed? It's like, do they try and cut out seconds by just getting the wankiest shapes going? And I'm not. Collars have done me in. I'll tell you what as well. I feel sorry for what now is how Nike deems some teams secondary to other teams. I don't know if you noticed this, but some teams have still, their new kit is basically the previous template from the World Cup.
Is it Slovakia? Slovakia, I've got it, haven't they? The old template.
The little red band. Slovenia got the same thing as well. They've got the old letters. So Nike are going, right, 2-tier countries.
Yeah.
You put with this, and our best teams, our elite teams, you'll do this. And allegedly 2 elite teams right now are going toe to toe. So that for me, I could be wrong. I don't remember seeing this at a tournament where the brand doesn't then bring it in across the board.
Yeah.
For a team. So that's one thing that sort of wound me up a little bit on kits. Collars and kit and like the 2-tiering thing.
Yeah, if you do a template, you do a template across the board. You don't pick and choose who should get the template. And I agree, because I think I slagged off the Hungary shirts. I don't like the template anyway, the Adidas template, but I think they actually look great on pitch. The Hungary shirts, the away one especially, I think look quite nice.
My issue's been moisture management, not personally, clearly. All right.
Warm up in Leeds.
I think
that's been warm.
There's something to announce live, isn't it? Moisture management issues, but I know obviously Romelu Lukaku chucks half a gallon of water over himself, and then people go, look at his sweaty shirt. But I just like it. If the Belgium home shirt was made by Castore, it literally would have been riots in streets of how it appeared at some stage during this tournament. Why don't anyone just go back to wearing like AirTex, or just just turning up in a string vest or something? Just get some.
Well, Cameroon tried that with the sleeveless and got banned. So we've tried
get some proper holy fabric. Just turn up in. I just don't understand. We have to go to.
Do you mean holy like as in full of holes, or holy like a shroud?
Well, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, mate, I agree.
Coming out, Mother Teresa.
I agree, because
I'm going to hell.
These brands these days go on about the technology of each shirt and how great it is, and yet you see, and I thought De Bruyne today, who's not known for obviously running around a hell of a lot, although maybe he is, but even he looked drenched today in that game against France, and it has been an issue. Harry, just finishing off for you, what have you thought of the kits overall? Have you been impressed, or you thought it's been a bit crap?
I can only echo Dan's sentiment with the collars. I don't know what this is. It's not as bad as I initially thought it was, but I just don't get it. I think it's been the year for the small kit maker. I think people like Macron and Araya and all of them lot, make more power to them. They've made some crackers.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I think we could see a lot of people move away from Nike and from Adidas.
I think that Nike are doing a great job of people backing out. And I've said a while ago, I thought Nike would back out of football altogether. The way they've Neymar, getting rid of some of the big stars that wear their boots, and the kits have been, for someone who loves Nike like myself, haven't been the best. And I think Puma have been had the best shirts this tournament myself. The home ones, I think Austria really liked, and sort of all harking back to history or elements of each nation. I don't think they've been too bad, but we'll see. There's still some shirts that haven't been worn. Do you think England will wear the away shirt? No, they won't wear it. They won't wear it.
I'd like
they
them
won't wear
to.
it next will against Switzerland.
I'm guessing Switzerland are the home team, aren't they? So they'll wear red.
Wear red. So we're back.
And even if we wore our home kit, they'd definitely wear their away kit, their home kit anyway, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I don't think, unless we play, I'm trying to think who we could get.
There have been two teams playing their away kits, hasn't there? I can't remember who it was, but two teams turned up. Was it Germany?
Germany have won their one.
They've won the pit one. Who were they
Germany
playing?
and Hungary? No, it was Germany and someone. I'm sure they both turned up in their away kits.
Yeah.
Might just do that for shits and giggles.
Do you think, as a rule though, we should have it so if you have a kit for a tournament, you have to wear it, even if you have to then
stage.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like in the season when teams wear the third shirt when they don't have to. City were doing it loads. Not last season, the season before. They were wearing the third shirt loads when they didn't need to, and everyone's like, well, "Why are you doing it?" And it's obviously they think they're trying to drive up sales for it, and that. And I think they used to have that rule where you'd at least wear your away shirt once in a tournament, and I don't know why they don't go back to that. Just because you want to see it. You think of the World Cup in Mexico where their away shirt didn't get worn.
Needs to be seen.
One of the shirts of the tournament, and we never saw it. So I think that England one for me is massively up there. Should be seen. So we'll see. We'll see if it gets shown. Right, let's get into this week's episode then. 5 shirts, all picked by the 5 rankers. Ranked, scored, sent over to me. I've got the scores right here. We're gonna go from 5 to 1. Talk about each shirt, which we liked, what we liked, what we didn't like, most importantly, I guess. And then we'll get down the list and we'll see what you think. Let us know in the comments what you think yourself. And yeah, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your kit loving friends. As I always say, the kit community is vast, wide, and we're the best part of it. So make sure you are involved as well. Right. Shirt number 5 then, and it received 12 points overall. Not a bad score. Normally the worst shirt is always, or the bottom shirt is struggles to get past 10. But on this occasion it got 12. And it is this. Sorry, Al, it is the Georgia home shirt, which was your your shirt you chose. But it was your second choice. I will say that. It was your second choice, because your first shirt.
It was actually my third, mate, because I assumed somebody would pick the second one as well. And they had.
Okay. So it was your third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's already picked it. I guessed, seeing as though I thought if somebody's picked the one I picked first, somebody's also picked the one I picked second. So this is third.
But you actually text me this. You actually text me this before I had a chance to even tell you what was picked, because I was going to tell you, and then you went, "Oh, can I have this?" I went, "Oh, yeah."
I already knew it.
You can. Wow. So it was second overall. So if you obviously you said earlier on, you've enjoyed watching Georgia.
I have.
Harry mentioned the smaller brands, Macron being that smaller brand, who are very known for outlandish, and I always bring back as an example, the Canadian Premier League, how they have them patterns and those designs that really do stand out. For you being a third choice, but a shirt you've really enjoyed, what is it about this you've liked so much?
Basically it's very, very, very kind of nationalistic for Georgia. So if you look down on it from the top down, it's a massive red cross. If you look at it from neck being the middle. And then, so the Georgian flag is like the crosses were to represent Jesus, allegedly, and then the 4 little crosses are supposed to represent Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, if they're the guys, if I remember them correctly from my RE studies at school.
I love the Beatles.
So I love the fact that then tied the little crosses in, and it gave me that kind of England, was it 2010 Peter Saville shirt vibe with the little crosses on. And I think it's just something you don't really see. I like those things on a shirt where a shirt looks quite average until you get up close to it and get it in your hand or see it up close. Yeah. And then that pops out and you think, yeah, I like that. So I think coupled with the fact I couldn't pick the other 2 that have already been picked, and secondly, coupled with the fact that they have provided genuine who gives a shit, let's go for it moments of joy in the tournament. And it's like I said, and like Harris, it's a smaller manufacturer. I just have a massive soft spot for it. So much so that I've bloody ordered one. So there you go.
I've got one.
It's arriving tomorrow.
How much?
Go, mate.
How much? Not to be rude, not else, but how much? Where did you get it from? Was it expensive? Basically, that's what I'm saying. Is it, you know?
From what I can find so far, it was £60 at Greece Sports.
That's good. That's good. Can that come with printing as well? Just a side topic here, because I really like this kit as well.
Extra tenner for the tournament patches. Printing was available, was unofficial, so I might take that elsewhere. Reggie, to get it done.
Chris.
Yeah. It's a good thing you don't pay by letter anymore as well, mate. I will say that. Any of them
give us a K.
Yeah, you're just getting your initial.
We can confirm you've got the mortgage. And how much is the house? House? Put in the fucking Georgia kit, mate.
How do you spell it again?
Anyway. Have any fees?
So that's my lovely Georgia.
Yeah, I think you're right. I feel bad because I did put it 5th, right? Well, it's never because it's not a nice shirt, because I think you are right what you're saying, and the elements that make it stand out as a Georgia shirt, absolutely spot on. I also think their away shirt is really nice, the red one. They've done really well, and I think it will be remembered. I know they've been knocked out yesterday at the time of recording. But it's a shirt, first Euros. It will go down in history for that nation. And, it's not a bad shirt for it to do so. Dan, I'll come to you. You had it in 3rd place. You would say middle of the road at 5, 3 out of 5. For you then, what are your thoughts on Macron in general? Are you a Macron guy? I don't. Mate, you don't peg me as a Macron person.
If you got a time machine and went 10 years back, Macron for me was barely a tea towel. Right, it was that bad.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, in the last 4 years, Macron has done this, and they've gradually got better and better and better, and they've just found this unbelievable group. Right now, it's them and Umbro are the two. They make the 2 best kits in the world, and then Hummel just a little bit behind that. They're just great, and when you have one in hand, it's really nice. For me, I love it. It feels nice. It's nice. It's light, but it's not rubbish. It's got some really nice sort of finishing touches in there. It's simple design, but just done really well. It doesn't feel cheap when you've got it. And the thing's got a fucking dragon on it. Do you know what I mean? Job done. I think it's good, and they've done that gap that allows for the number, and the typeface of the number fits inside the width. Perfect. Everything about it it looks really cool, really good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Harry, let's come to you. Similar to Dan, you had it in 3rd place. A Macron fan yourself?
West Ham. So I support West Ham. We had them sort of 2009-ish. Yeah. They're all right, nothing special. They sort of fell off the face of the earth for a bit, came back with some rugby shirts, which were quite good, but they're rugby shirts, so no one really likes them. And then they've sort of flurried back into football. And if the two kits that I didn't have, that I have at 1 and 2, weren't there, this would be higher. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's got St. George slaying the dragon as a badge. Like, it's got it on the front and on the back. It's got the jacquarding. Are we calling it jacquarding, Al? The little crosses, or
sublimation?
Oh, I love it, and not quite jacquarding. But I mean, there just isn't anything I don't like on it.
You mark it down now because it's not jacquard.
Yeah. Well, Macron's tech for what they use is I believe it's like the heat embossing, where you look at the shirt and all of a sudden they'll like put gloss elements in by I don't know if they just melt the fabric a bit or whatever it is they do, but it creates a different texture on the shirts. It's not woven. Do you know what I mean? You can tell the difference in the fabric.
Yeah.
This stuff is like, they have this sort of, for that they have that, but they also look like this looks printed to me. Like say sublimation looks like.
Yeah.
I think the badge is printed as well, not like stitched on or anything, which is always a nice touch.
I'll let you know this week, lads.
Also, anyone, don't forget you can join us next week for Dan's Tech Corner as well. Don't forget. You can, weekly segment on full kit rankers.
Talk us through it, Dan. Right good that.
No, and finally, we will give Chris a shout out. Chris had this one in last place as well, and he does have a little something to say about it, which is I actually really like it. Its little cross details are nice, and it feels visually different from any other teams on the national stage. But don't break the stripe for the number because it looks stupid without a number. Well, yeah. But if you can't get an official name set, Chris, what are you meant to do? You got to buy it without, aren't you? Well, do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna find one. Don't worry.
So then it's sorted. So there we go. Number 5 on our list this week. It's the Georgia home shirt with 12 points from our rankers. Moving on to shirt number 4, and it's my choice, everyone. And it is this. I'll probably get some pelters for this one, but it is this. It's the Belgium away shirt. Yeah, this is what I chose. For someone who hated Tintin, right, as a kid, one of the worst cartoons, most boring cartoons you could ever wish to watch. It almost felt like if there was nothing else on and you watched it, it almost felt like he was being punished. That's how bad Tintin is. But for a kid,
no way, mate. Come on, Moomins. Moomins is miles worse.
Moomins was fucking boring as well. Yeah,
that
you're absolutely right.
Dog shit, mate.
Terrible.
Two LSD hippos moping about the countryside.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, head to head, Moomins and Tintin, absolute shambles. But I do like
cartoon rankers.
I could do a series of that. I also like it because I thought I was also with a chance of getting one. Obviously, for anyone who knows, I'll tell everyone. My brother cuts Amadou, not Andre Onana's hair, and I got him to message him while he's at the tournament during the game. Even worse, during the game, to get me this shirt because it worked before. It got me the Ben Godfrey shirt during the game when he was at Old Trafford. Didn't work this time, I don't think, because he's heard nothing back so far. So I'm glad Belgium have gone out. Andre, okay. So there we go. No, but as a kid, I love it. I even love the brown shorts. I'll go so far to say that as well. I think it works fantastically well as a kit. And I thought I had to put it in there. It was either this or it's not in here, so I can say it. The Austria home shirt. I think that's one of my favorite shirts of this tournament. I love the whole, dedication to their sort of national pride, national heritage within that shirt. Like I said before, Puma have done some good stuff. But this shirt, I'm a big fan of. I've only just noticed as well, and it was because of the United shirt released today, the sort of pattern within the collar. Does anyone know why they've done that? The 4 sort of stripes?
I've got the player version of it, and the first thing I was drawn to. It's a complete mystery. If there's supposed to be some sort of tracking technology stuck in there on a real one, I don't know. It's just bizarre. And the funny thing is, the collar. I'm pointing it like that. Can you tell? Yeah, the collar. As you go towards the back on the player one, it just like it's a false collar, so it just cuts to the back, and there's nothing there. It's just a flap. This shirt for me, you could just ask me first, Aaron. I'm jumping in. I'm going first.
All right. Third for you, Al. Yeah.
Third for me. Solid third, because the player version of this shirt is for me where a kit manufacturer has gone too far in making it about weight. The player version of the shirt, as you can see, there is nothing about it. It's just heat pressed vinyl. It's just like the stripes of vinyl.
Yeah.
The Adidas logo, the Belgian badge. It's all just vinyl. It's just wafer thin. There is nothing to it. And I saw a stadium version of this shirt, and it's much nicer because it's got a badge that you can touch and feel, and it's got texture, and it's got stripes that are actually stripes, and it's got I get having like the rubberized stuff that's supposed to be a bit more space age, a bit more I don't know, whatever, but it's literally a piece of garment with ultra thin vinyl on it, and it's kind of lost all the artistry. It's almost like that is a piece of 100% athletic apparel and nothing else. And it's kind of the reverse of what I was used to being a kid of 90s football, where your player issue stuff was all embroidered, all sewn, that's how you knew. And this now has just gone to be like one. Even the collar has been cut away at the back for the sake of a few milligrams, and it's just kind of gone too far.
Yeah. No, mate, I agree. I remember seeing someone saying something similar on the home shirt as well, that the home shirt was actually better than the stadium version, was better than the authentic for those reasons. Exactly. And I agree with you. Because I remember back, my favourite United shirt is the 94-96 home shirt with Old Trafford in the back. And obviously the fan version, the sharp is embossed into the shirt, whereas the player version, it's actually on there, like stitched on there or printed on there. And I remember thinking, I've got a fake shirt. Like, why is mine not like that one? And obviously you realise it's because it's not meant to be, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Whereas as a kid, you think you can walk around with a fake bastard shirt.
By the way, just as a kit though, I love the story of the actual kit with the brown shorts and everything. It's a genius idea. It's just a genius idea. Completely unique. Obviously, very, very national to Belgium. I love that as a concept. I just don't like that template, but we can move on from that.
I wish we could, but some of our teams have stuck with it all fucking season, mate. Unfortunately. Bring back Nike, but even there, no. Do you know what I mean? What do we do? I don't know. Harry, let's come to you next on this one, mate. Fourth in the list for you. What was brown shorts not for you? What is it you're really not feeling? Maybe.
I'm not a fan of the shorts.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the template. I'm not a fan of the fact that it becomes two colours as soon as you start running in it. Like you can see De Bruyne, it's dark blue on the top, it's light blue where the shorts are covering it. There's nothing I hate about it. Tintin's cool. I liked reading the books when I was a kid. I don't really get the fact that the Belgian national team need to dress up like him, be like England rocking up one day, or Peru with a big fucking Paddington coat on. Just doesn't really make sense. Like, it's, do you know what I mean? It's just a bit pointless. But yeah, there's nothing I hate about it, but there's also nothing I particularly like about it either. And it's just a bit meh. Like everyone on Twitter went mental for it, and then I was just sat there like, and
What is
yeah, I just don't really care.
it? Fair one, mate. Absolutely fair. Dan, finish off you the rankings that are here. It was bottom of your list, mate. Again, obviously, from what Al's saying, it's another collar that's probably going to piss you right off, I guess.
Mate, flappy collars made out of the same fabric that the shirt's made out of. Oh, no thanks. I completely hate it. I hated Team Geist. I hated Total 90 even more. I don't like. I think it looks okay on the players, but in hand, it just looks so cheap. It looks like it's just been bolted together. It looks like something you'd get off like Temu, or which I really hate this template. This is last template with the tape ribbon and that flicked off around the bottom and went around the back. It was athletic. It looked like here to do like some serious athletic ability.
Yeah.
This just looks like a real, and it was of the time as well. And this just looks like they're just trying to throw back. It's like they've pulled in a load of like 2 or 3 ideas, and it's not really working
Coming
out.
together.
Just that entire the little panels that down the sides, they're not straight. I just really don't get on with this at all. Just and I echo what Al says about the authentic version. Just I just don't like it. I just do not like, and I really like Belgium kits, quite a lot. And this, for me, no, I don't. I get what it's all about with the Tintin malarkey, but yeah, it just looks cheap and nasty, really. That's it.
I agree with in terms of the template. I agree, and I think for me the problem with these brands at the minute, and you think the back catalogue of Adidas outshines any brand you could probably ever think of, Nike included. You think all the 90s templates they've ever had. Why would you not go there first before you go back to Team Guys? But Team Guys didn't even wasn't
there
good.
You go.
What you wearing now, Dan, as well. Do you know what I mean? There's so many they could have done. There's so many you could pick from. To if you really wanted to throw it back, you don't do it to the not. We was all walking around with bootcut jeans for fuck's sake. Like what sort of fashion
Shirt,
you taking
blazer,
from the noughties, yeah? What fashion you taking from the
brown
noughties?
shoes.
Let's do it. You've seen that picture of the United lot walking through town on a night out, state of the jeans they're wearing. What the fuck are you doing, Adidas? And I think, I don't think this template will go down too well. We'll look back at it in 5-10 years time and think, what the fuck were they doing? And
yeah, mate.
But saying that, this is the shirt I chose, everyone. So
you can't put gold on a kit when you've not won anything. A generation of players have flopped for the last decade, and they've whacked gold on their kit. Unacceptable. Yeah. It's terrible.
Do you hear that, Arsenal? Yeah, I'm talking to you as well. Bell ends. We'll finish off with Chris. We had it third. And it's only right. We're talking about Chris. What Chris has said about it. I have to put this up for everyone. Obviously, there we go. The beautiful man himself. Obviously, a nice little promotion for himself for his Twitter there. Go and follow him. It does say Belgium, but only as a kit. The shirt is nice. The only Euro 2024 shirt I've actually bought, but it's the whole kit that works. And it's despite it being based on Tintin, it actually feels like a very mature palette for a kit. I agree with that. Like I say, I like the brown shorts. I shown Hannah. Well, I think they were playing it and said, "Oh, I love this," and she just looked at me and did the whole brother. Like, do you know what I mean? She was not feeling it whatsoever. But then, she don't really get the kit thing. If anything, it's just all kits are to her is something that takes up too much space in the house. Do you know what I mean? So that's all she sees it as. Which I'm sure, Dan, you'll exactly know what I'm fucking talking about. For fuck's sake.
Why I face it the other way to the telly. If you had a look at that, mate, I tell you, she'd kill me constantly if I turned the sofa facing that way. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a problem, mate.
Can be.
Something might have to give.
So you're gonna be single again? Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, basically that's it, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's got to give. What's it going to be? Well, there we go. Belgium's away shirt has come fourth with 13 points overall from our rankers this week. Let's get into shirt number 3 then. With just 1 point difference, 14 points overall. And it is this. Harry, I'm sorry to say, it's your number 1 shirt, mate. It is England with their flappy collar. You talk about the collar before, what the hell they're doing. It almost looks like they've gone to circumcise the penis and just left a little bit on because they don't know what to do with it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's gone blue.
It's gone a bit blue. It's got, a bit nasty. And you think, well, we can't touch it now. We might as well just leave it on there. To be honest with you, I'm assuming. I'm not talking from experience. So, Harry, let's talk with you quickly. And it obviously was your number 1 shirt, right?
Yes, yeah.
So tell us why, other than you being English, I assume, why it was your number 1 shirt, mate?
I think it's the best, men's England shirt that they've had in probably a decade now. 2013 one was all right, but the rest of them have just been a bit rubbish. The cuffs are fantastic, obviously arcing back to the 66 jackets that Sir Alf Ramsey wore. I just think it's a really classy shirt. I don't like the understated star above the badge. You can barely see it in the picture, but it is there. It won't be on the Lionesses one though, because they're wearing the same one, but it's without the star. So when you're looking at buying one, you got to keep your eyes peeled. I like the tapering down the sides. I think it just looks classy. I think it's the best that we've had in a while, and it was my favourite of all the shirts this year.
With the star, because it is a point of contention within England. Why did they hide it? Does anyone actually know why they hide it? Because I remember they did start to bring it back, and even that stupid shirt when it's on the sleeve for some stupid reason. Do you remember that? Why are they so ashamed of winning the World Cup?
It's only on the shirts because Soccer IM did like a petition or something. At least that's what I've been told. Don't shoot me if that's wrong. But that's what I know it as. I don't know, because it was a long time ago, but then Uruguay
got both theirs on.
Uruguay got some extra ones because of Copa America, which I think is quite funny. But I don't know, but I think it should be there, but I don't know. That's night for you.
Do you think maybe they make it less for a Euros shirt and more prominent for a World Cup year shirt because it's relevant to that competition? Do you reckon that's my only sort of thought behind it?
I never thought of it that way.
I don't know whether it would look just a little bit garish on quite a all-white design. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
I think a little blue star, a little red star. I think it'd be a right touch on that. I think. I just think it's odd. Maybe I just think it's a weird thing to do from England. Let's come to you on this one. Bottom of the pile for you this week of the 5 shirts. You're not.
Yeah. Not to say it's about something's got to come first, something's got to come last.
Yeah,
it's it's just a really tidy shirt. As Harry said, it's got I like the shade of blue. I always like when England use a nice dark shade of blue that matches up with like the colour of the Lions. Everything ties in. The little touch on the cuffs is fantastic. It is a really nice shirt. It's just something's got to come fifth in what I say is a very good bunch of 5.
Yeah,
we do love the cross as well. We do love the cross. So, nothing, no complaint. It is one of the best England shirts. It's probably been my favourite one since the 100 and what was it? I can't remember which anniversary we were on, 150th, 125th, which was the one.
150, yeah.
Yeah,
150,
with the rounder collar. I just like it when they use that really nice dark shade of blue. So I'm happy. So yeah, good shirt. No, yeah, not a distant fifth.
No.
By any stretch.
Just had to be there. Yeah, it was fourth on my list. I think what wins it over for me is I think the details on a Nike dry fit advanced shirt is just second to none. Obviously, I got quite a few Brazil ones for the last couple of years, and I just love it. All the details about what go into a shirt. The templates might be shit, but I think the other details that they put into the shirts, for me, second to none. And I do like this England shirt. The shorts for me as well. The blue shorts as well that go with this. And next level remind me of almost basketball shorts with that sort of tapering at the bottom of them. But I really, really do like it. And it doesn't look bad on pitch. You know, we see it. You know, from yesterday.
There he is.
Good old Jude. Big old cojones there. Getting in trouble. It looks good. It's a good England kit. And I almost agree with Harry, but I do think the 2021, for me, decentralized, and I think that does go down as has to go up there as one of the best as well that you had. Not being an England fan myself, but can appreciate a lot of what England do with their kits, especially after going one night. Is really good.
Where do we stand with the numbers, guys? Can I just check? Because Portugal look really. I like the way Portugal go with the number under the swoosh and
yeah,
with our central.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I
think I like central. I think
same here. I think it looks right for us.
Yeah. I'm a central man.
You're just saying Bernardo Silva can pull it off better.
Yeah, definitely. I think it looks good either way. You know what I mean? Like the only thing wrong with this Germany kit is the fact they put the badge over here, and then just put it central, put the number below it. Job done.
Yeah.
But for me, the numbers that Nike have got are unbelievable. For me, like they've smashed a lot of stuff right. It's just the collars where they've just gone stupid for no reason. You know, it's like it got so far, and then someone had to have their way, and it's just irritating. It just winds me up. Oh, yeah, this kit's brilliant, mate. I love it.
So where'd you have it, Dan? You had it in. It was
second
place, wasn't it? That's how much you like it, yeah. Really do.
Yeah, I've got it on the rail behind me in Vapor. Thanks to Kiki and Dom sorting us out with a decent price on it. But for me, absolutely brilliant. I like the fact that the actual ADV fabric that they've got this time, it's not got all these dopey lines going across it. It's actually just like it's quite straight, formulaic lines. So if you get the ADV fit, it won't be too distracting. Whereas before, it would just take your eye off the shirt. That's why I don't want the ADV version of the 2020 kit, because it's all over the place. And the same with I hated the 22 World Cup kit. I despise that kit heavily. But this one and the 22 are great. In fact, Nike's job for the Euros kit, I find, is really, really good.
Yeah.
But when they go to the World, I don't know what it is. They're just our kits for World Cups are poor. But yeah, this Euros, the 2016 Vapor, and this one, top class. Yeah, really good.
Right,
just elegant, isn't it? It's just an elegant kit without doing too much.
Yeah, you see, obviously they were tapering and all that. It does throw you back to those sort of late 70s, early 80s kits, don't it? Of England that you see the Admiral and then straight into Umbro. Fantastic stuff, mate. And who knows? England might end up winning the Euros wearing it, mate. And I guess you three will be happy with that. Who knows?
Just wish you wear the blue shorts. I'd be happy.
Yeah, mate. Definitely. Yeah, a few minutes didn't have them on, but hopefully they get to do it in the next round. Chris, we'll finish off with Chris, and he had it in fourth place as well. And he said about it, give that a proper V-neck collar instead of the flappy foreskin bollocks. See, I told you, foreskin. I knew. I've not read ahead. And pair it with red number, and it's an all-time England shirt. What do you think about that? Red number rather than blue? Would you take that, or do you think they've got it on with?
Oh,
not for you, Harry.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
massive, actually.
Oh, I can't remember. Someone on Twitter, you might be able to find it and credit them, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It might have been Dom.
This almost needs a Kit King Dom reworking.
It smells
Yeah.
reeks of him.
Reeks of Dom.
They put it red. I think it's just one color too many. I don't mind the red on the tiny little mark on the sleeve and on the roses, but I think red on the numbers, it's just too big, too out there.
One thing I will say about that really wound me up, and this is just how Nike, because they're not invested in the nation, they don't actually give a shit, right? The whole thing with the flag on the neck, right? I don't care about it, right? But Nike knew by not addressing it when they put the detail out there on day one that they would create this furore, and all they're worried about is driving interest towards their brand any which way they can. They can win in loads of different ways. Everyone's going to love the away kit. And I was even in an airport, and two blokes who probably will still be voting like Conservative or probably Reform at the next election said, "Yeah, I'm getting that away kit. I love that, and it's not got that stupid cross on the neck." You know, and so it's Nike have gone brilliant. We've got a load of attention for this, and then the next day they put out the explanation of what it is about it being the different team groups, so like men's, women's, disability team, and all that sort of stuff. Nothing to do with fucking wokeism. It's just representing all the colours and the colour stripes, like you say, the Alf Ramsey detail on the stripes, and they just glossed over that, and they just let it go out there because these marketeers, they're not fucking idiots. They are stupidly clever people, and they knew that would get some people to bite, and it did, and they just don't give a shit, and so it gave a point of division when actually these are moments where it pulls the nation together, and it wound me up. Our Nike did that to us, really. Put a V-neck on that, fucking hell, just so easy, such an obvious thing to have done.
Yeah. Hoping the next template they sort this out now, because I think the whole semicircle from the last World Cup pissed everyone off, and I don't think this has gone down too much better either. But there we go. That is England third on our list this week with 14 points overall. Second shirt now, 17 points. We're getting to the nitty gritty, and it is this for me the best shirt of the tournament. I'm going to say it right now. It's a Germany home shirt. Look at it. Fucking hell. Dan's almost got a carbon copy on it. Like he knew it was coming. My number one. I did a video on FCAA where I chose the best shirt, and that led me to pick my team for the Euros because I don't have one. And so I am back in Germany now because of this shirt. So there we go. I just think it's bloody great. It's almost like it's proper German, isn't it? Because it's got the proper colours of the flag on there, and and do you know what? Some shirts make this template look good, and this is one of them. I could live with this Germany shirt and this template. Real Madrid's as well, because you don't even know it's this template, which is what you want more than anything. It's almost like they've told Adidas, no, we ain't having this 2, 3, 4 color bollocks that you do with everyone else. We're having white and black, and that's it. But this. Yeah, it looks great as well. I love it. Also, they've not worn black shorts with this, have they? Which has annoyed me. It's white shorts.
The standard kit is white shorts, isn't it?
Yeah. Which really is really annoying because Germany, for me,
that's wrong. That's thoroughly wrong.
Black. Yeah.
It would look stunning with black shorts.
Black shorts.
Yeah,
unbelievable. But then, are they doing that because of the template and because it has to go into the shorts? A black stripe.
It's not even a tournament like UEFA thing, is it? For matches, it was released with white shorts as the standard short, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Have I imagined this?
I think it is. I don't remember seeing any black shorts, but I just think it's because they want the black stripe to continue into the shorts, so that's why they forced them to have white shorts, which is annoying. But as a shirt, for me, I love it. And player of the tournament, I think. Him and Akanji, player of the tournament. I loved it so far. Chris had this number one as well. This was Chris's shirt, by the way. And he has said about it. Top captures the vibe of iconic 80s and 90s Germany shirts with what we all love, a modern twist. Exactly. That's what we all love on a shirt, don't we, guys? A modern twist. Dan, you're wearing a Germany shirt, so I think it's only right we come to you out of the rankers that are here. But Ollie did put it fourth.
Yeah, it's just a template. If it is any
Yeah.
other thing that wasn't near Teamgeist. Personal point, if you took the stripes off the shoulders, right, and then remember when Adidas did the stripes down the inside?
Yeah.
So then you had that gorgeous pattern, which is the 94 sort of diamonds that are all interlocking. If that was undisturbed across the shoulders,
next level.
I think, yeah, and maybe even make that just a tiny bit fatter on the shoulders so you see a bit more of it, and just let it become, maybe someone would say it looks like wings or something, but for me, I think that would be like, it gives it a bit more clean cut, a bit more symmetry. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the numbers that Adidas have given Germany here. There's a lot of it. It's the best one, definitely. It's the best one of the template, I think, for me by miles. But a couple of changes, and I feel that would have been beyond belief. Do you know what I mean?
One question for all of you, and obviously before Al and Harry get into what they feel about the shirt, do you think Adidas might benefit from lending themselves to sometimes not having the stripes on there at all? You think the logo now is the same size as the crest on the shirt? Dan, your shirt, no stripes there. Do you think, because you say you want that pattern to breathe, you don't need them down the side, especially with this template. It probably won't lend itself to it, and it crashes into the stripes that are coming up. Just get rid of the stripes for once. And I think we know it's an Adidas shirt anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably pull out about 3 or 4 Adidas shirts where they don't actually put the stripes. It's not totally essential. No, I do agree with you. But Adidas are very clever at sticking in 3 stripes into shirts in different ways. So if you get like the Argentina 98 kit out, I think CFS or someone similar did a breakdown of the shirt, and it had something like 8 or 9 places in the shirt where they managed to stick 3 stripes on the shirt within the and until you really see, you're like, oh my god, yeah, it's a proper Easter egg job. I think you probably could get away with having stripes. I mean, the bonus about Germany flag and Adidas is you've got 3 bands that can lend itself to it. So they could have done what Italy did, where they did the coloured bands down the inside or something like that if they really wanted to go a bit crazy. Or they could have done it with the actual Adidas logo, done that in like a yellow, black, red job. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure they tried out a whole load of stuff. Yeah, just give the stripes a rest. I don't think it needed it. You're totally right, mate. Imagine if it had Adidas, but it was equipment underneath it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the best of the template. I think it's the one that lends itself to it, and I'd like to say on pitch it does look good.
I agree. Al, yourself was 4th. What do you think?
Once again, it's just 4th in an extremely good bunch of shirts. It's really nice. It looks top notch in long sleeve. Just checked as well. If you look at it on the Adidas website, it's sold with white shorts. But I think when it made its debut against France, they actually wore black shorts in the game, and the black shorts with the trim do look really nice. And just a side point about this kit, I think this kit, this template lends itself to, if you've got an accent colour that's kind of part of your kit colour, club colours. So, for example, I've got the Jamaica shirt, so the home shirt where the I can't remember, it's the green or the black at the side intersects the yellow. It's part of the actual overall design colour of what you would expect a Jamaica shirt to have in it. Yeah. That's what it works. I don't think it works when you just start trying to shoe on, random colours in just for the sake of breaking it up. I think the Jamaica home shirt for me is the one where it's worked the best from all the ones I've seen so far. It's superb. I do love the stripes. I do love the accents on that shirt. It is a very nice shirt. As I say, I much prefer it with the black shorts. But see, with them being Germany, could now that Adidas 3-stripe logo is just a lot bigger because they've missed. Obviously, logos can have a certain size, can't they? And now they've taken the parameters and just used it for the stripes rather than having the word Adidas underneath.
Yeah.
But how cool would that look now if they did a German flag colour each stripe on that logo now for them? That'd be the business.
Great.
That could be like the new thing for them, doing the Adidas logo in the flag colours of the country somehow.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that could work.
Italy with theirs, like you said. I
Yeah.
think that would work really well.
Italy lends it to itself more than any other team because
Yeah.
they play in blue and they have a different coloured flag.
For sure.
And then probably just behind that, I've got Germany. But yeah, no, it's totally. I do agree with Al there as well. The Jamaica kit is unreal.
Two of my favourites. Managed to get them both. Happy with that. Even though they've been absolutely dog shit in the Copa America, bottom of the group, 3 losses. Have literally all the gear with no fucking idea. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, you're not the reggae boys in '98, are
you? Nowhere near, mate. Nowhere near. But there we go. Harry, let's finish off for you. You had this one in second place, didn't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us what you think about it.
It's everything you want a Germany kit to be. The favourite Germany kit is the 1991. That is the quintessential Germany kit, and I think this is probably a close second or third. I think the only thing I would change is I would move the stripes because then they're going to want to have them. I'd put them down the side like they did in like 2018 or whenever it was. And you have a worldie. It's one I will be trying to get. I want it with Cruz on it just because he's incredible. It's just quintessentially German. It's everything. It's everything that you'd want it to be. I don't think that they've done anything wrong with it. The away kit is equally as good, if a little garish. You put the performances that they have done in that kit, and you look good, you're playing good. I think it looks better as Musiala has it here with only the short sleeves. I'm not a fan of the long sleeve version of it just because the stripes come back. It just looks like you're missing something in the arms. I don't know what I'd do to change it other than having the pattern a lot longer going all the way down the arms. I either short sleeve or have it with just the undershirt. It's just really good. It's just really good.
That in long sleeve with that little bit coming back up. For me, I love that. I love that. You should be banned from wearing Under Armours if because you see
if they
running
make
around
them in a long sleeve, it does sort of confuse matters when you do have then people wearing like the different versions or however you want it. But I think with the way Musiala's wearing it there, it just looks really good.
That's good. Absolutely. It is good, but not good enough, unfortunately. It has come second on our list this week. Is a Germany home shirt. Home nation coming runners up with 17 points overall. It means we've got one shirt and one shirt only. Our number one shirt this week on Full Kit Rankers got a total of 18 points, almost a full house. It was Al's first choice. He didn't manage to get it in because someone else had stolen a march on him, which was Dan, if you've been doing your counting. It's the bloody Fran Croatia, isn't it? The biggest cock in world football on a shirt. Listen, it was third, but it's because these two shirts I do like more. But I think the home and away, they've absolutely smashed. And again, it's Nike at their very best. I think when they get it right, they absolutely get it spot on. Why couldn't they add this collar on the England shirt? I do not know. That's remains to be seen. But this is a shirt. I mean, the two different colours, pinstripes, unreal. the big cock. Love a big cock. There we go. I mean, it's just fantastic. But I'll shut up and I'll let the rankers that are here get into what they're going to say. I will just say what Chris has said. He had it in second place, and he said, immediately eye-catching for me, it misses out on being a classic because of too many pinstripes. Had they had half as many, I think it would be better. So there we go. The rankers that are here. Dan, we'll leave you to last, I think. Let's start with you on this one. Obviously, it was the shirt that you did want originally. Didn't get to do it. But it was number one on your list, regardless. For you, why did it take top spot?
It's just that logo, isn't it? I just can't get away from just the size of the cockerel. I'm not going to say massive cock. I love massive cock. Yeah, it's just look. It's almost like a cartoon. It's like a proper like 1930s sew on badge in it, where it's just comedically large, and I'm not sure if there are the rules on the size of countries' badges in terms of sizes. If there aren't, I think more teams should have bigger badges because that's phenomenal. It's just it just stands out, and I think the I was just trying to look. I was just having a quick look here at the stripes in terms of like the pattern. Does it actually go into like? Is it my eyes, or does it? Are they actually multicolored and it goes to like yellow and green in the middle, and then goes out to blue at the end?
I think
it just gets lighter as you go towards the middle,
which is another. It's just. I don't know. It's just with the blue shorts. I just think it looks. It's so kind of. And when I saw Griezmann in the long sleeve version of it, I saw Kylian Mbappe in the long sleeve version of it. It's so like pajama top, comedically large cockerel pinstripe shorts. It's just it's like ridiculous, but like properly cool at the same time. And I'm just I will never get past the badge. The badge is just the best badge I've ever seen in a football shirt. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. I wish we had it that big. Just 3 massive lions.
Almost
proper, like 1930s lions.
What about that Italy warm-up shirt from, was it Euro 2000? There's just a big Italy badge in the centre of it.
With his 3/4 length sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that. Do you know what I mean? We don't want a big Adidas logo. We just want a big fucking national crest on the shirt.
But look at it. It's just, it
is great.
Yeah.
What I love most about it properly looks like. I got into this thing on TikTok. People redesigning like crests for teams, and they do it on there's an app on iPads you can get, Procreate, and it looks like it's been drawn on Procreate, like the brush strokes, and it's all there. The elements of the art. You're right.
I mean, it's off a Kellogg's advert.
It's fucking brilliant, honestly. It is so good. Harry, let's come to you, because not so well. Yeah, I mean, mate, listen. Like Al said, a shirt has to come bottom, doesn't it? A shirt has to come bottom. And it was for you. What is it? Is it because the cock's too big? The pinstripes? What was it that he wasn't really feeling this time?
The cock was definitely too big for me. The badge I don't like. It's massive. The FFF under it, you can't tell what it is. I had to look it up to see what the hell was under it. On most of the ones I've seen, it's not in line between the pinstripes either. It just it infuriates me. Like, you've got the segments right there, they're drawn into the shirt and you're putting them in wrong. The pinstripes, them being 2 different colors, I think it would look better if it was just blue. I think the red and the gradient of it just looks a bit silly. I don't know whether they do it on the dry fit ADV one, or whether it's just the normal one. But there's a gap on the side as well. It's just pointless. And yeah, the something had to come last. It was a toss up between this and the Belgium shirt, to be honest. And I'm an England fan. It was an easy play. It was an easy 5th place for me.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. We'll finish off with Dan then. It was his choice, obviously number 1 as well. I mean, it's not too far away from Full House win. Well, it was a little bit far away, but 7 points away. But still, a great score nonetheless. So for you, mate, what was it about this shirt that it had to be your number 1 that you've seen at the Euros so far?
I mean, like, you know, people can have opinions, and Harry's got opinions. I mean, you've got Harry's opinion, and then you've got everyone else that's right. So I can't hate too much, mate. Amazing photography. It's literally made the entire shirt's boobs.
That was such a. I'll slag you off, but please come back next year. I don't take it serious.
Please get on the plane with us to. Too much. For me, that photo is just this kit. Look at him. Yeah. It's Kylian Mbappe. It takes you back to like the Jean-Paul Gaultier days. That sort of. It's just the essence of France in a kit. They've worn this 3 times now as well, haven't they? So it's proper getting out there. And when old Mbappe bust his nose up and it was like claret going down the kit, oh my god, it looks even better. Like just like that Terry Butcher vibe. And I was just like, oh my god, this kit's incredible. I actually love it. I'm here for it. I see what Chris means about the pinstripes. I do get his point, but I think that's probably echoing the staggered pinstripes they had on the 2006 World Cup away kit. I think that was always a staggered, so it's probably a reference into that. And I think they look like they get lighter and sort of get darker towards the edges, and I think then it sort of solids out, and it's basically a mimic off of that. I like the fact they've got you've got a sleeve cuff on a short sleeve and a long sleeve. I think this is a big thing when people do a long sleeve, they miss that out, and Nike haven't got that wrong in this instance. I'd be happy with either, but just those numbers, that kit. Oh, it's just pure vibes, mate. It's pure, and again, the massive cock is. It's heavy. It's heavy duty cock.
Heavy duty cock. Sacre bleu.
I mean that cock slaps different. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's good.
And on that note, there we go. That's number 1.
I mean, to be honest, it wasn't. You know, when you forget about the kits, and this has just been the one that's really caught my eye the most.
Yeah.
The more I've watched the tournament up until recently, when you asked me, I was like, yeah, France. And then I sort of re-saw the Denmark shirt in the game last night. Oh my God, that kit is, Jesus Christ. That for me actually is probably my kit of the tournament. And I just completely left my mind. And there's a goalkeeper. Look, there's 3 goalkeeper kits you can get that comes in short sleeve and long sleeve.
Yeah.
But yeah, this France kit is absolutely superb. You know,
absolutely right, and rightly or wrongly so, depending on how you see it. It has come top of our list this week, 18 points. It is from our rankers the best shirt we have seen on pitch. Well, apart from Harry, on pitch so far this tournament. What an episode! I'm so glad to be back. This has been a great conversation on some of the best kits at the Euros or worst, again, however you see it. But no, thanks for stopping by. There we go. That is our winner this week. And there we go. That is it for this episode. Thanks to the rankers. Thanks for Harry. First time on the channel, mate. And I'm guaranteeing it's definitely going to be your last, mate. Great opinions and great kit knowledge. And that's the most important thing, you know. Thanks for being here, mate. Where I say where can people find you? Well, obviously you can see your at there. Obviously, all links will be in the description as usual. But no, thanks for being here, mate.
Thanks very much for having me. Come check out Instagram. If this goes up before the Euros ends, I'm doing an England kit every day for the Euros. We're getting there. I'm slowly running out, but I have worked it out. I do have enough. If it goes out after, come check out. There's 30 days of England kits. You can see some of the smatterings that I have behind me as well. Come check them out. Give them some love. Come chat shirty nonsense with me.
Oh, I wonder where. I'm glad you had that sense came in there because I thought shirty nonsense. I was like, all right, okay. That's fine, mate. You sell yourself how you want to sell yourself.
I use the camera somehow.
Yeah, it's Monday today. It'll be out Wednesday, this mate. So defo before the Euros finishes. So make sure you go and check in. His 30 days of England shirts. That's your kind of thing. Al, absolute beauty of a man, legend of a man, my number one. Thanks for being here again, mate. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, just sell yourself a little bit. Not that you need to, but if you wanted to, you can do. The floor is yours.
Just come and see al.shaw.shirts. I have an eclectic mix of garments. Genuinely, it's really annoying. Not really scratch the surface and all the stuff that I have to wear. So I can dig it out and just for the enjoyment of the general public. Share a factor too. Interesting tales about shirts, just stuff like that. I just like a bit of a nerd, get a bit of a nerd on, and that's what it's all about, innit? Enjoy the fabric, enjoy the stories, enjoy the guys and the girls, just the community. When they turn up, nudge, nudge. And Dan's not laughing. Supposed to laugh at that moment, Dan.
We got it.
Dan's gone. And yeah, it's all good. And I'm love sharing time with you guys and doing stuff like this. So it's brilliant. So thanks for having me on, and lovely to be back, mate.
Like I said, mate, part of the furniture. Welcome anytime that you feel like coming on. Do you know what I mean? And we will sort out Desert Island kits, I promise you.
Thanks, mate.
Right, the sexiest man in the kit universe. Obviously, thank you for always. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You fucking know I am. I don't talk about anyone else. Mate, I love sitting here and talking about football shirts with you. So thank you again for always being available and dragging yourself away to be here, mate. Thank you so much.
Mate, thanks for having me back. Good to know the sentence has now been passed and I can return back to the airwaves. No, mate, honestly, brilliant. You know I wax lyrical how much of a good host you are and how much you do and pulled a lot of this stuff together. And yeah, I love it, mate. No, great to be back, mate. Absolutely love it. Great to see you two boys again for the first time in 4 weeks. So
thanks, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, actually, tell I saw Harriet.
Yeah, it was last week.
Retro Fair. Retro Fair. Yeah, that's good. That's a great day. Yeah. 100%.
So that is it. We are back now. Talking Kit is back. Full Kit Rankers is back. Desert Island Kits will be back when I can drag myself to edit that mammoth of an episode with that man down there. It will definitely be out. But make sure you're sticking around, liking videos, subscribing to the channel, sharing it with your kit loving friends. Make sure you get in the description as well. Make sure you're following each of these guys, because without people like this, the community is absolutely nothing. Let me tell you, these three right here are three of the best. So make sure you are supporting these guys. As ever, thanks for stopping by. And whatever you do, just make sure you keep talking kit.